guys, Loot Wizard here with another video on Gems of War, and in this one I wanted to share an early game gold team that actually does a lot of damage and is fun to use. So I'm going to show this on my alt account because it's a low level. I'm only a level 117, and so I want to show how good this team is when you're this low level. So let's get into it here. First of all, let's go check out the team. And I am using the Bronzelock pistol, which is really good because it deals damage and then it destroys 5 random gems boosted by gold collected. And the boost ratio is 4 to 1. So for every 4 gold you have, it'll destroy 1 more gem. And destroying gems is like you're matching them. So we have that, and then we also have a Leprechaun guy, which I have leveled up to level 17. And in order for this team setup to work really good, you do need 2 of these guys, and you do need them fully traded. You only need 3 arcane stones, which isn't too difficult to get. It may take you a day or two, a couple of hours farming explore, and I'll go over which kingdom to do that in, but the important thing is that you get Nature Link and start battles with full mana. It explodes 5 green gems when you're leveled to 17, and it's boosted by my gold. So for every 10 gold you have, it will explode another green gem. And then the important thing is that it gains 20 gold. Now, Bonnie Rose is your heavy hitter damage dealer, and you don't need her traded to begin with because she does require quite a few trade stones, but the only thing you really get out of that is that she starts with 50% mana, which helps a little bit in the beginning, but it's not necessary. Now, the thing that's awesome about Bonnie Rose is that she deals damage to an enemy boosted by gold collected, and then she also gains 15 gold for you. So the boost ratio is 2 to 1, so if you have 100 gold, half of that, 50, will be added to her damage. So let's say right now I'm doing 13 damage on her spell. Once I have 100 gold, I'm going to be doing 63 damage, and that's a lot of damage early game. You can clear out some really powerful opponents with that kind of damage. In the last spot, I do have a Leprechaun, a second one, and it's important to have those 2 guys in the team because you're going to find that gain 20 gold, getting that as quickly as possible is going to make all the difference. Now, as for the banner that I chose the All-Seeing Eye banner, which is double green and a blue. And you can unlock that banner by simply unlocking that kingdom in the underworld, which isn't too difficult. It doesn't cost too much gold to do that. If you don't have that unlocked, it's not a big deal. You can choose another banner that gives you preferably like green and blue because you want the Leprechaun guy to fill up again, plus you want blue to fill up your pistol and Bonnie Rose. So that's that. For as far as class, you can start with I recommend going with Titan. I didn't in the beginning. I'm just leveling him up now and getting the talents. But what's really good about the Titan is that you have, once you get up to level 40 with him, you get Rock Solid, which is gain barrier when matching brown gems, which acts as a really good tank, because that will absorb any damage that's done to it. And the thing is, with the Bronzelock pistol over here, you're going to, let me get back here, there we go, Bronzelock pistol, you're going to be gaining brown as well as blue, but when you match a brown gem, you would get barrier, which is going to help out a lot early game to get that barrier. Now, you probably won't have enough arcane trait stones early game to trait the Titan, which I need 16 of these arcane bloodstones, I believe they're called, and you can only get them from the Mist of Scales, which makes them even harder to get. But You probably won't be able to do this early game, and that will make you start with 50% mana. But you don't really need the 50% mana, honestly, because you will be getting a lot of mana generated from the 2 leprechauns exploding. Now, at first, before I started using Titan, I've been using Bard early game, because it does have mana source within the skills here. Once you get to level 20, it starts battles with 50% mana. Plus, I wanted to get its unique weapon, which is the Orpheus Lute, which is also good early game because it gains life and it enchants other troops. So I can go over some other early game teams with him later. But for the sake of this team, I think you should stick with Titan because of that rock-solid barrier. Now, let's go back to the map here, and I want to cover a few things before we test out the team. So first of all, you can unlock the Titan class by completing the quest line in Stormheim. So if you want to go that route and get that class, go ahead and do the quest line for Stormheim first. Unlock your Titan, and then assign him and start leveling him up. Now, you will want to probably unlock the quests in Zulkari next, because you can also get Tiri, which is another really good troop early game for mana generation and getting maps. But also this arcane stone here, I believe is called the Venom Arcane trait stone, which is the green-purple. And you will need 3 of those in order to level up, or to fully trait your 2 leprechaun troops that you're going to need in this team. And you only need to trait 1 of them, and then all the cards for that troop will be traded. So you're probably going to want to unlock those 2 kingdoms first in order to get this team working the way that it should. Alright, so now let's go in and do an explore real quick, and then I'll also go and do the first level of the dungeon so you can see how the team works out. So we'll go into explore, and as you can see, I have my team all set up here, and we're gonna go in. And I do apologize if there's a little bit of lag. I'm recording this on my PS4 through to remotely to my PC, just so that you can see this the alt account in this setup. So what you're going to do is, you can see when you explode your leprechaun guy, he's going to explode those green gems, and some of that mana is going to go and fill up your pistol and Bonnie. Now I could fire off the pistol here, but it's only going to do 15 damage, which isn't enough to really kill any of these guys. So what I want to do is just keep firing off the leprechauns. Now I'm at 56 damage, so I can now fire off Bonnie Rose. 13, she's going to do 13 damage plus half of my current gold, which is 56. So I'm going to do probably like 30 damage. It's enough to take out the spider. And the pistol, might as well just go ahead and use him. And we can use the pistol again. And you will have skulls that will drop down as you're doing this. And now you can see that you have so much going on here. Things exploding. You got your pistol that's destroying gems. And also, this is really good early game, because not only does it do really high damage with Bonnie, but you actually do get extra gold. Normally, I would get like maybe 400 gold here. 350, 400, now I got 600. So, and the matches go by pretty quick. So you're getting extra gold, which is definitely something that you need early game to level up your kingdoms in order to get all of your bonuses. So now let's go in and let's check out how it works in the dungeon. Now with this team, it definitely is able to kill the first battle here. The second battle is a little more difficult. I've had to try several times, and I have been able to defeat it. The third one, I haven't been able to defeat that one yet with this team. But these enemies here in the dungeon are much more powerful than Explore or even in Some lower PvP right now for me. So, let's see. First of all, we want to check to see if we have any 4 or 5 matches or skulls. Go ahead and do that. Explode our Leprechaun. And we'll explode the second Leprechaun. And we have a 4 match up here. Explode the Leprechaun again. And our damage is up there pretty high now with Bonnie. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get her up here. One thing too that you have to be aware of is that Bonnie is, even when she is, I have her at level 18. Even though she's at level 18, her health is still relatively low at this point in the game, so she is kind of weak. So you will have to watch out for that and make sure that she doesn't get taken out really quickly. But as you can see, I'm up at 100 gold now, and Bonnie will do insane damage here. I'm going to kill the boss. And we'll use the pistol. And my hero got taken out. That's okay though, because we still have Bonnie. And she does a lot of damage. And now Bonnie is going to destroy this guy. Boom. Just like that. And there you go, we got some diamonds. And I could try the second one here, but like I said, I've had a lot of difficulty with with this last 2. So I'm gonna skip that for now. But yeah, that's the team. And I really think it's a good team early game because you're farming gold at the same time as doing high damage. And it allows you to complete explorers really quickly so you can farm a few trait stones. And it also works pretty good in PvP. So, just to finish it off here, I will go and do one quick PvP match. Just to show you how good it is in PvP as well. Now, at this point early in the game, you're not really going to be fighting really tough PvP opponents. But it still does do quite a bit of damage. And let's see, we're at 50. Alright, yeah, we need a little bit higher gold. We're at 85. That's enough right there. We are going to take out the hero. And then we'll use the pistol for a little bit of damage. And getting some more mana. And we got a skull here. Pistol again. Bonnie is now up, and we will use her, and boom. So there you have it, guys. That is a really good early game team that also allows you to get gold, plus it does high damage. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and later.